Today is Thursday, June 6th. Today is D-Day. And I have to share with you, my grandfather was in the third wave at Normandy, and he had some stories that were just heartbreaking that he would tell us, when I was growing up. And he took some pictures of the bombing at Normandy. The pictures are still in the family, but just stunning photos. It looked like a big fireworks show. But he would tell us stories about landing there in Normandy and what it was really like, and how the John Wayne movies were not correct. It was more like the Saving Private Ryan type scenario. But for those of you that served and are serving, my hats are off to you. My husband was in the military. My son was in, my oldest son was in the military. My grandfather and my great-grandfather. In fact, my grandfather served in both world wars. My great-grandfather was in the Civil War. So anyway, my hat's off to you, and thank you for your service if you are one of those who either a veteran or currently serving. I want to talk to you today 2 more tips of the 100 ultimate weight loss tips for summer of 2019. I started this yesterday. I got this from a site called bestlifeonline.com. And yesterday it was eat more frequently and eat on blue plates. And one of my subscribers said she didn't buy that about the blue plates because she'd been eating on blue plates for years and she still gained weight. Me too. So, hey, I didn't write them. I'm just sharing them. So today, number 3 is wear outfits that make you feel good. Well, that's kind of a no-brainer, but how easy is it for us to, especially if we, once we gain weight, we don't think we're worth the nice clothes anymore. I talked about this a while ago on one of my videos about how I had trouble shopping for nice clothes, and when we're heavy, it's easy to hide behind the clothes that aren't flattering to us. But one of the tips here is to wear clothes that we feel good in. It didn't say anything about anything that flatters our figures, just stuff that makes us feel good. So I have personally been trying to pay a little bit more attention to that. Of course, football season is around the corner, so I'm going to be getting out my college t-shirts to be wearing those. And if they're winning, I'll feel good about it. And then number 4 is something that I've done for a long time, and that is when you plate up your meals, to use smaller plates. I think there's something about the psychological aspect that you have a full plate in front of you. Isn't that true, though? Isn't weight loss really a psychological game, largely? So I know that when I got on the scale today and my scale had dropped a little bit, it gave me more encouragement to really get at this again. I kind of lost my mojo over the last couple of weeks. I've been, tired and kind of depressed again. I don't know what it is. I'm down here in beautiful Summerville, South Carolina, where it's sunny most of the time, except for the last 3 days now it's been raining. Before I started this video, I thought, well, I'm going to go get a quick walk in before I do the video, and I walked outside, had one of the dogs with me, and it's raining again. So, but I'm in a beautiful setting. I'm 20 miles from the beach, I could do a day drive to the ocean if I wanted to. Why am I depressed? I think I know the answer to that. It's summertime. July is my son's birthday, the one that died, and it would have been his 30th birthday this summer. I've been just doing a lot of thinking about that. And the fact that my life is still so unsettled. For those of you that are new to my channel, please go back and check out my video that I put on maybe about a year ago to let you know what has been going on in my life. But I don't know. Today I felt like I was starting to snap out of it again. So I was anxious. I was excited about, not anxious, but excited about, weighing and measuring all my food again. And last couple of weeks I hadn't been doing that, but then again I hadn't been in a position to either because I've been traveling or at other people's places. I am at my brother's house right now, but I did bring my food scale and all my measuring cups and measuring spoons that I like to use. And a little later today, I think I'm going to go over to Walmart, and I'm using their bathroom scale right now to weigh myself. But I like my Weight Watchers scale, and the kids kind of tease me because every place I've gone, I buy one of the Weight Watchers scales, so I have one there when I go to visit. So I have one at my daughter's. I have in Idaho. I got one at my son's in northwestern Ohio, and I have another one in Oklahoma. Those are the places I've been staying. I don't have one yet at my son that lives in Lima, but I haven't stayed overnight at their place either. So, but I'm going to be traveling, and I want to have a scale with me anyway. So I thought maybe I'll go out and get a scale tonight. Just because there's a certain type of scale that I got at Walmart that I really like. It's a Weight Watchers scale. It's not one of the Bluetooth scales. It just has the WW on it, so you can put your info into it, and it kind of tracks things for you. It tracks your BMI and all that stuff. I like that scale a lot, and I think it's an accurate measure. When I was going to meetings, I would weigh on my scale before I would go to meetings, and it lined up pretty well. So I don't know. I was kind of in a funk the last couple of weeks, and even since I've been here, and I think it's because I am in this retirement community, and I know some of you are going to think this is dumb, but yes, I am 65, I'll be 66 in October, and age-wise, I fit into one of these places, but the thing of it is, I don't feel 65. I don't actually know what 65 is supposed to feel like. I don't feel like I'm a senior citizen, even though I know in reality I am. So, I don't know. Do any of you struggle with that? Because I think that's been weighing heavily on my mind. Here I am at this phase of my life, and, I'm at the age where I should be a grandma. I don't have any grandkids yet. My kids aren't married yet. I have grand dogs. But, and I'm down here in this community where there's no activity. I could go to the clubhouse, and there's things to do up there. You have to pay for some of the extra activities. And plus, I don't live here, so I kind of feel odd by doing that. Anyway, I've just been in a funk. And today I feel like I've been coming out of it a little bit again. So just in time for me to start traveling again. Now, a couple of you asked what I'm going to do after my brother gets home. Now, he's coming home. They're coming home on the 9th, on Saturday, or the 8th. They'll be home Saturday evening, back here. And I'm staying here Saturday evening. On Sunday, I'm going to Myrtle Beach, or Surfside Beach. My nephew, or my husband's nephew, is graduating from high school, and his graduation party is on Sunday. So I'm going to go to the graduation party. And then my brother asked me if I would stay down here until after Father's Day, because they haven't been invited to New Jersey to their son's place for a Father's Day celebration, and they were hoping that I would stay down here a little longer to take care of the dogs. So I'm probably going to do that, just, mainly because it's hot, and sleeping in my car right now is really hot. So here I can stay in the air conditioning, and I'm not paying a lot of money for anything. And then I'm probably going to start heading back north. I'm thinking about maybe going to Gatlinburg for a couple days. They opened up the Sky Bridge in Gatlinburg that I would like to walk across, because there's a section of it, which I think there's only it's like a 4-foot section of it that's plexiglass, and you can see all the way down the gorge. I kind of want to do that. And then a friend that I met in Idaho lives in Boone, North Carolina. And also around that area is the Wizard of Oz amusement park. And I would like to go see that. So I'll take a couple days to do that, and then I'll probably head back up north. I was going to go to Maryland to see an old high school friend of mine and an old boyfriend of mine. But I'm not sure I'm going to get to Maryland. Eventually, I have to go back to Ohio I still have some legal things to take care of as far as my husband's estate is concerned. And then the 13th of July is Aaron's birthday, and I really want to be able to go to the cemetery on that day to honor him. And that's very same day my husband's family is having a big family reunion in Eastern Ohio. So I want to go to that because I'm not sure how many more family reunions on the Thompson side I'm going to go to, but I'm trying to encourage my kids to all stay involved with my husband's family. So I'm going to go and get as many of my kids there as possible. So, and then after that, I'm not quite sure. There's something brewing back up there in Ohio and Michigan as far as a relationship. I'm not quite sure where it's going to take me, but I know it's something that I want to pursue. So originally my plan was to, after the family reunion, go to Oklahoma and visit my son out there for a couple weeks. But I'm not sure. Everything is up in the open. I called another place back home today about a possible place to live. I'm still waiting for them to get back to me, but I'm not getting my hopes up because everything I've tried so far has fallen through. But at least, I'm still going to keep trying. So that's sort of my non-planned plan. I guess everything is up in the air. I'm just winging it, as we used to say. I'm doing wherever the moment takes me, that's where I'm going. So, and I'm trying to do it on a budget. So, my financial situation, it really is controlling of what I'm able to do. That's why I thought, well, he offered me to stay down here in this nice house with air conditioning for another week. So I thought, why not? I may as well. And then I'll start moving again. So I got to tell you, though, being out here in the East, I love the ocean. Don't get me wrong, I love the ocean. But back west, especially up in Idaho, I loved the mountains. And I think I love the mountains more than I love the ocean. The air is cleaner. There's less traffic. When I was driving down here, that's the one thing that really got to me. I think I do not miss the traffic on the eastern seaboard. I don't miss it at all. Even in Ohio, I don't miss all that traffic. When I'm in Idaho, I didn't miss it at all. So, and it went up in Idaho, everywhere you drive, there's something more magnificent to see. And I'm sure there's places around here that are like that too. I just haven't found them yet. Like I said, the last few days, I've sort of had to stay here because it's been raining and storming. And one of the dogs, the itty bitty little dog they have, just gets really, really scared during storms to the point where I have to wrap her in a blanket and hold her during the storm because she just shakes, bless her heart. But I want to go to Cypress Gardens maybe sometime next week and see where they filmed the movie The Notebook. And I think there's scenes from The Patriot, and there's several other movies that I saw that were filmed there. So I do want to do that and do the boat ride. I'm thinking about maybe going down into Charleston and doing the carriage ride through town, just, to see the historic part of Charleston. And if I have time, I'd like to go down into Savannah, because I understand that's very beautiful too. So like I said, my plans are all up in the air. I'm playing it by ear. So, all right, well, enough of my rambling for right now. I will show you my daily food vlog here, and then I'll be back later after you see what I've eaten today. Something a little bit different for breakfast this morning. I have a cup of the Fage yogurt. That's the Greek zero fat plain yogurt, 0 points. have a half a cup of blueberries for 0 points, 100 grams of banana for 0 points, and I topped it with a half of a packet of the weight control instant oatmeal. I didn't cook it. Didn't think I needed to cook it. It tastes pretty good the way it is. Half a packet is 2 points. And then I have 1 point in my coffee. Well, actually, 2 points in my coffee. So I'm up to 3 points, 5 points for the day so far. For lunch today, I'm just having a peanut butter sandwich. All this is 2 tablespoons of PB2, which is 1 point. I have it on 2 slices of, this bread is called Captain Durst's old-fashioned bread. So 2 slices is 4 points. So my sandwich is 5 points. 147 grams of apple for 0 points. And I'm also having a vanilla Premier Protein with it. So lunch today is 7 points. The Premier Protein is 2. Okay, for dinner I'm having a chicken breast. Underneath that, 50 grams of avocado, which is 3 points. The chicken breast is 0. Now that chicken breast is huge. It's 201 grams, which is about 7 ounces. But I had 12 points left for the day, and the calories available to me. So I went ahead and I'm going to eat the large chicken breast. 1 cup of black beans that I just mixed up with some tomato and onion and a little bit of salt and pepper. And of course that is all 0 points. Now, that being said, this all has calories. So between the chicken breast and the black beans, it's getting close to 600 calories. I haven't looked at the calories for the avocado yet, but that's close to half of my calorie count for the day. And half my points for the day. I'm having a big glass of water with it too. So this is my dinner tonight. Well, I averted a crisis tonight. I did go to Walmart. They didn't have the scale that I wanted, so I didn't buy one. I had to get a prescription refilled, and I needed a couple other things. And I came home, and on the way home, I was passing all these fast food places. And I suddenly was really hungry. And I walked in, and I'm thinking, gee, there's about 4 gallons of ice cream in the freezer in the house. And there's more in the freezer in the garage. And I know he's got whipped cream, and I know he's got chocolate syrup. Thinking I could make myself a big old fat sundae. So I actually got the vanilla ice cream out of the freezer. And I thought, I looked at the ingredients and I looked at the serving size. I thought, I'm just going to scan that. I scanned it. And the serving size would have been, now mind you, I'm at 15 points, right? For the serving size, it would have been 10 points. I said, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Put the ice cream back in the freezer. I thought, oh, he's got Cool Whip here. But it's the regular Cool Whip. I brought that out. I thought I could just eat a whole bucket of Cool Whip because I'm hungry. And I had a hankering for something sweet. Well, I scanned the Cool Whip, 2 tablespoons for 2 points. 2 tablespoons of Cool Whip really isn't that much Cool Whip, and it's not going to satisfy me. Put it back in the freezer. So I looked in the refrigerator. I pulled out a bag of carrots, and I ate, 4 or 5 carrots, the mini carrots. And I had a couple of the light cheese sticks. So I had 2 light cheese sticks, and I thought, he's got some almonds in the pantry. So I counted out 14 almonds, and that's 3 points. So I had a 5-point snack instead of a 30-point snack, which is what it would have ended up, because I wouldn't have had just 1 serving of ice cream. I would have had more. So I'm at 20 points right now. I still have 3 points left. I could have some more almonds if I wanted, and I might have them because I am still kind of hungry tonight. I don't know why. I walked around Walmart quite a bit just to get some steps in because It's been raining again, so I couldn't get out for a walk tonight. So anyway, crisis was averted. I'm still on plan, even though I snacked tonight. I'm drinking a little bit more water. And yeah, so overall, good day. 20 points. I'm at my calorie max, though. I mean, I could probably have a couple more hundred calories, and I'd be okay. I like to stay around 1,300, but I could have up to 1,700 and still be in the healthy weight loss range for losing weight. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna finish drinking my water. If I want anything else, I'm gonna go get some more almonds. At least it's a healthy fat, and it will help me stay within the point range. So, I guess that's a success, right? All right. Well, that's it for me tonight. I'm going to try to catch the second half of the hockey game. Last I watched, the Bruins were losing, so I mean, I'm not a big hockey fan. I know Lainey at Lainey's Life is rooting for the Bruins. And I have another friend who actually is up in Michigan, but he's from Boston, who is a big-time Boston fan. So I kind of been watching the score. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night. And I hope you enjoyed what I had to eat today. Tell me if you would have averted your crisis any differently. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.